tragedy of all. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. Abu Abdullah, after burying his asghar, he returns to the tent of Sayyid al-Sajjad. I don't have the strength within me to recite the Shahadat of Abu Abdullah. Just a few moments from that fateful afternoon, Abu Abdullah, he comes to the tent of Sayyid al-Sajjad. He approaches his son. He wakes up Imam Zain al-Abidin. He says, my son Ali, wake up. My son, come. There is a few things that I need to tell you. Sayyid al-Sajjad, as he awakens, as he regains consciousness, he looks up, he looks around him, and he continues looking but does not give any response. In this moment, Sayyidah Zainab calls out, Sajjad, your father is talking to you. Sajjad responds, my auntie Zainab, tell me, where is my father that I may respond to him? Sajjad, do you not recognize your Hussein standing in front of you? Sajjad looks at him. My father, what has happened to you in one day? My father, the last I saw you, there was no blood on your face, no blood in your bed. My father, the last I saw you, your back was not bent over. My father, the last I saw you, there was light in your eyes. What has happened since then? Hussein says, Sajjad, the time has come for me to deliver to you the final secrets of Allah Azza wa Jal that were bestowed upon me by my brother Hassan and upon him by our father Ali. Sajjad, the time has come for me to hand over Imam to your hands. Sayyid al-Sajjad, he looks at his father, he says, my father, no. My father, it cannot be. How can the time have already arrived that my father is leaving this world? My father, tell me, where is your companions? Where is Hur? Hussein responds, Qad Qutil, he has been killed. Where is Habib? Qad Qutil. Where is John? Qad Qutil. Where is Wahab? Qad Qutil. He comes again and again asking. He begins to ask, Aina Aun? Aina Muhammad? Qad Qutil. Aina Muhabba? Aina Amu Abbas? Where is my uncle Abbas? Qad Qutil. Now Zainab knows what Sajjad will ask next. Immediately she steps forward. She says, Sajjad, Sajjad, don't ask Hussein about Akbar. Don't ask Hussein about Akbar. Abi Abdullah, in this moment he addresses his son. He says, Sayyid al-Sajjad, understand this much. At this moment in time, of all the men that were with us, now either you remain or I remain. I could not find anywhere in the Maqatil in this moment that my Mawla Hussein would have told Sayyid al-Sajjad, Sajjad, even your baby brother Asghar does not remain. And Mawla Sajjad, he takes a cane that was beside him, he picks it up And with the help of the cane, he begins walking to the corner of his tent. He picks up a sword. He turns around and begins walking to leave the tents. Abu Abdullah calls after him. He says, Sajjad, Sajjad, where are you going? His son turns around. He says, Father, how can it be that Sajjad lives on and Hussein goes to die? Hussein says, Sajjad, Sajjad, my test will be over in a short while, but your trial is yet to come. Sajjad, your jihad is greater than mine. Mawla Sajjad, he says, how can it be? What can be greater than the sacrifice you have given? My heart tells me Mawla Hussein, he would not have said anything to Sajjad, but with silence on his lips, he would have simply looked over towards Zainab. Hussein would not have told Sajjad, would not have uttered the words of what was to happen. Instead, he would have looked over to Zainab, and Sajjad would understand the trials that are to befall him. Abu Abdullah, he convinces Sayyid al-Sajjad to return to his bed. Sayyid al-Sajjad sits down. In this moment, Abu Abdullah, he then turns to his sister Sayyidah Zainab. He takes her in his arms, he holds her close, crying and weeping, this brother and sister. They bid their final farewell. Hussein, after a short while, he pulls away from his sister's clutches. He says, Zainab, go and bring me the old pieces of clothing that I bore with us. Sayyidah Zainab, she brings Mawla Hussein a shirt and some trousers. Abu Abdullah, what does he do in this moment? He takes the shirt, he begins ripping holes into it, he begins tearing the trousers from place to place. Sayyidah Zainab looks at him, she asks him, Akhi Hussein, my brother Hussein, why are you tearing these clothes? Hussein says, I know that when they kill me, they will come to loot my body. What is on my person they will take. I tear these clothes in the hope that they deem them too worthless to take, so that I may at least have these left on me when they steal everything. Abu Abdullah, he bids farewell to his sister Zainab. He leaves the tent. He stands there in front of Zuljanah. Zuljanah was a great steed, a great horse, great height and great bulandi now. Abu Abdullah, he stands there. All day long he has been helping soldiers to mount their horse. He has been pushing them up onto their horses. But now Abu Abdullah's back is broken, his back is bent. He cannot mount Zuljanah himself. He cannot mount Zuljanah alone. So Abu Abdullah, he looks around. He looks around wondering, who will help me mount my Zuljanah? In this moment, he hears a call from behind him. Hussein, come, let your Zainab help you in this moment. My heart tells me Hussein would have turned around. He would have said, Zainab, today you help me onto Zuljanah, but tomorrow on the 11th of Muharram, who will be there to help my Zainab onto the backs of the camels? Who will be there to help my sister then? Zainab helps Abu Abdullah onto the horse. He rides Zuljanah, and as he wishes to move forward, Zuljanah stays firmly still. Zuljanah will not move from where he is standing. Zuljanah will not listen to the instruction of Abu Abdullah. It is said that in this moment, Abu Abdullah, in an effort to convince Zuljanah to go, he begins whispering in the ear of Zuljanah. He begins whispering in the ear of Zuljanah. What does he say? It is said that in that moment, Abu Abdullah, he says, my Zuljanah, my horse, I know you are very tired. All day long, you have been helping me bring bodies back from the battlefield. But Zuljanah, this time, you have my word, it will only be half the effort. Zuljanah, just take Hussein to the battlefield. There will be no body to bring back. There will be no body for you to return to the tents. Zuljanah, take me one last time. Zuljanah looks down towards its legs. It would seem Hussein wasn't the only one whispering to Zuljana. As Hussein looks down, what does he see? A small girl whispering, Zuljana, whoever has gone to the battlefield, they have not returned. Zuljana, my father told me that if I send my Abbas for water, I will regret it. Zuljana, he went, he never returned. Zuljana, my brother Ali Akbar, he went, he never returned. Zuljana, my cousins are Muhammad, they went, they never returned. Zuljana, even when my father took my baby brother Ali in al-Asghar, he never returned. I could not find in the Maqatil that Aba Abdullah shared the sorrow of Ali Asghar with anyone other than Bibi Rabab. If you look in the history books, you will find he came straight to Bibi Rabab. The two of them cried together. Then Mawla Hussein buried Asghar. You won't find that the other women and children were informed of what happened to Asghar. So as far as Sakina knows, her Asghar has disappeared. She does not know what has happened. She does not know where he is. What is Sakina to know? The very tent she stands in front of, behind that tent, under the sand, is the body of the 6-month-old. Abi Abdullah, he dismounts his horse. He takes Sakina in his arms. He says, my Sakina, do I not have your permission to go to the battlefield? Will you not let your father go? Sakina looks at her father. She says, my father, I know I cannot stop you. I know you must go. But what can I do? I don't know how to say goodbye. I don't know how to leave you. But Abdullah, he says, my Sakina, from now on, you will stay with your mother. From now on, your mother will look after you the way I used to. Sakina, from now on, do not cause your mother any grief, any pain. Sakina, from now on, whatever your mother says, do as she says. Sakina looks at her father. She says, my father, whatever my mother says, I will do it. Whatever my mother wants, I will do it. But my father, tell me one thing. I could bear separation from you maybe, but you know that at night I sleep on your chest. Now how will I find sleep at night? How will I fall asleep in the night times? Aba Abdullah, he says, Sakina, like I have told you, from now, you can sleep on your mother's chest. The cry came back from Sakina, but my father, I sleep on your chest. On my mother's chest sleeps my Asghar. How can both of us sleep on my mother's chest? Hussein says, Sakina, from now on, Asghar will sleep with me. You sleep with your mother. Sakina, according to some narrators, she asks to lie down on her father's chest one last time. She lies down on her father's chest crying and weeping. As she does, it is said Sakina falls asleep. In her dream, what does she see? She sees Hussein's mother Zahra. She comes to her granddaughter. She says, Sakina, enough. The time has come. Let my Hussein return to me. Let my Hussein come back to me, Sakina. Let your father go. In this moment of Abdullah, he sees Sakina wake up. She says to him, my father, go. You have my permission. But before he can leave, Hussein is called back one last time. He turns around. He sees Sayyida Zainab. She comes to him. She says, my brother Hussein, there is something I have just remembered. He asks Zainab, what is it you have remembered in this moment? What is it that has come to mind right now? Sayyida Zainab calls Mawla Hussein closer. She says, come, stand right in front of me. Abu Abdullah stands right in front of Sayyida Zainab. She says, Hussein, undo the buttons of your collar for me. Abu Abdullah undoes the buttons of his collar. Sayyida Zainab, she asks Abu Abdullah, kneel down a little bit. Abu Abdullah kneels down slightly. Zainab begins to kiss the neck of her brother Hussein. Hussein looks at her, he says, Zainab, Zainab, what has made you come to kiss my neck in this moment? She says, my mother Zahra, before she left this world, she told me, Zainab, there will come a time where there will be a sword on the neck of Hussein. Zainab, before then, kiss the neck of Hussein from me. Zainab looks at her brother. She says, this is not Zainab kissing your neck, this is Zahra. Hussein, in that moment, he says, Zainab, then do something for me as well. Pull your sleeves up from your wrists. Sayyidah Zainab pulls her sleeves up. Abu Abdullah takes her hand. He begins kissing the arms and the wrists of Sayyidah Zainab. She asks him, brother, why do you kiss my arms? Hussein says, before my father Ali left this world, he told me there will come a time my Zainab will be chained and paraded through the streets of Kufa. Before that day, Hussein, kiss the hands of Zainab from me. Now, Abu Abdullah, he mounts Zuljanah one more time. It is written in the history books that Abu Abdullah, he started walking out towards the battlefield. He started walking out towards the battlefield. And at one point he stops. He begins looking to his left. He begins looking to his right. To his left and right, Abu Abdullah, he's looking as though he is searching for something. My heart tells me I know what Hussein was searching for. Why? Just a few short hours ago, if Hussein looked to his left, he would have seen his Akbar. If he looked to his right, he would have seen Abbas. Now, Hussein looks left and right, but there is nobody there for him. Why? In Karbala, Akbar came as the representative of Rasulullah. Abbas came as the representative of Ali Murtada. Qasim came as the representative of Hassan Mujtaba. But now, Akbar is not in Karbala. Abbas is not in Karbala. Qasim is not in Karbala. Instead, Rasulullah himself has come down to the sands of Karbala. Ali Murtaza has come down to Karbala. Hassan Mujtaba has returned to Karbala. I told you I won't recite the Shahadat. I won't. I don't have it in me. But if you will hear this line of Masa'ib, Abu Abdullah, when the time came close, all the prophets and angels and jinns had descended into the sands of Karbala. Everybody stood there watching until a time came where a call was heard. Everybody leave this place. Everybody leave these plains. Now only the family of Hussein will remain. Rasulullah, Ali Murtada, Hassan Mujtaba, and with them Zahra stand in Karbala. It is said that Rasulullah, he turns to Ali Murtaza. He says, Ali, what is about to happen? Muhammad Mustafa will not watch this take place, Ali. Now it is between you, Hassan, Zahra, and Hussein. Ali Murtaza. He then turns to Hassan Mujtaba. He says, Hassan, Hussein is my child. I will not watch what is about to happen. It is between you, Zahra, and Hussein. Hassan Mujtaba, he turns to his mother. He says, Mother Zahra, forgive me. Hassan cannot watch what is about to happen. I leave it between you and my Hussein. Zahra calls out, oh Allah, bear witness that when every prophet left, when every angel left, when every jinn left, when the A'immah left, Zahra stood standing there in Karbala. Zahra watched what was to happen to her Hussein. The final line of Masa'ib. The final line of Masa'ib. There comes a point where Sayyidah Zainab, she is standing there, looking out, trying to find her Hussein. But Abu Abdullah has been surrounded from all sides by the spears, the arrows, the swords, the stones, the rocks. Zainab can no longer see her brother. She returns back to the tent of Sayyid al-Sajjad. In this moment, she hears a cry in the skies of Karbala. قد قتل حسين بكربلاء. She rushes into the tent of Sajjad. Sajjad, Sajjad, my son, what is this cry that I hear? What is this that is being said? Sayyidul Sajjad, he says, Auntie Zainab, help me to the entrance of the tent. Sayyidul Sajjad, with the help of his Auntie Zainab, he walks to the entrance of the tent. He looks up into the sky. He turns to Sayyidah Zainab. He recites, Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Zainab looks at him. She says, Sajjad, Sajjad, why do you look to the sky? My Hussein is there on the ground. My Hussein is in and amongst the men. Sajjad turns to his Auntie Zainab. Auntie Zainab, look up to the sky for yourself and you will see the head of Hussein atop the spears in Karbala. ألا لعنة الله على قوم الظالمين فسيعلم الذين